GM, Adrian. So we're getting ready to start, and we're both just having a little bit of a slow morning. We're gonna blame the time change.
I need my hour back, is what
She needs.
I
She needs
think
her
I need
hour
the
back.
hour back.
It's many such cases. It is a little darker and gray here today too, so not enjoying that. But we're gonna have a fun day. We have a lot of fun things to talk about. Let's start. Just our backgrounds alone are gonna require some explanation in just a moment. So let's get started, and we'll be back with you in 40 seconds. Welcome to GM Farcaster, bringing you everything from breaking news to spicy memes to the deep lore shaping this vibrant digital community. More than just a show, GM Farcaster is your digital third space where the community connects, the stories unfold, and the culture thrives. Whether you're a daily caster or just dropping by, we've got the latest buzz to keep you plugged in. So grab your coffee and let's dive in with your hosts, Nanish Prof and Adrian, for another episode of GM Farcaster. GM Farcaster. It is Monday, March 10th, and you are here with Nanish Prof and a very sleepy Adrian for 29 minutes of Farcaster news to start your day. GM, there's a lot of fun things happening too. Like
so much fun. I didn't say I was sleepy. I said I was cranky. It's a different.
I didn't want to say that.
You said I was sleepy. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Can I just say, watching our preview, when I see us, the 3 seconds when we're in Idlewild at base camp, that one piece of the video just instantly makes me in a good mood. So let's do the show.
Let's do the show.
Let's cover the news.
We're gonna do the show. Hey, and if you're watching on Twitter or on Warpcast, go give us a retweet or a recast and let people know we are live. Especially on Twitter, because sometimes it's harder to get the news out. But there's so much fun things happening, but also it's been a really fun few days. So this from Brad, who I love these 29 seconds of Farcaster that he's been doing, catching you up on the weekend. So 29 seconds of Farcaster from Brad Q. What did you miss this weekend? International Women's Day posts were plentiful to start the weekend, including a $2,500 giveaway by ShaneMac.eth. Almost everybody is in the bowl. Nobody knows what it is. Google says it's a trunk of a tree or a Nigerian meal of roasted plantains. By the way, I am not in the bowl. I saw it and I was like, I can't. I'm not. I don't know what this is, and I wasn't ready. I just wasn't ready. I might dive in today. DWR ETH was a little quiet this weekend, presumably still stuck in a pink phone booth still stuck in the phone booth drinking frappes. The Gentle Lady sold out with pure artwork by The Only Cake One. Also, it was a higher B-Day Sunday. A shout out Light, Jihad and the gang, and Martin too. And if you are living under a rock, Crypto the Game Season 3 by Dylan Abrascato begins today at noon EST. There may be still spots left. As you read it, they are. Nanish Prof sort of likes Survivor and CTG, so she and Adrian may have some thoughts. Join them at 8:30 a.m. or watch the replay. And here we are. So there was a lot of fun things happening, and we've got to start here. So it started with Ted saying, update for everyone wondering, guess who's the loudest? So you may remember that DWR sent this little message out apparently 27 days ago. Anyone have any recommendations for office call booths, Zen booth, Framery, something else? And then here we are. So they put Dan in the box, and this led to, of course, memification of Dan in the box. This happens to be my favorite from Justin on. So I really love this so much. So much. So that's my background today, in case you're wondering. But this one was also good from Blockheim. Sorry, I had to. I think this one probably inspired Justin's take. This one was the funniest, in my opinion.
I think the first. At least it
been.
was the first I saw. So we
It
can
might
give
have been.
Horseback
The first
some
one I
credit.
saw was Justin's, but I think this one preceded it. This was from Horsefax, a note on the door that says the AC is on, he has water, and is listening to his favorite music. So don't be concerned. No need to break the window. He's fine. This was from Super Anon. This is the peace stand. These are hilarious. And this one is fantastic. This is him as Buzz Lightyear, which is
how does everybody
also
have such
fantastic.
good meme skills?
That was from Kevin MFR, and he is quite the memer. So he has some skills. So so everybody had fun with Dan in the box, and that is my background today, in case you didn't understand. And he's back there too, like behind that part too, in the peace part. But so funny, just so funny. I love it when things like this happen. They're just enjoyable. So thank you to those who memed Dan, because it was quite fun.
And if you're looking, and Dan's in the box, but really, if you're looking for Ted, she'll be in the box because apparently she's the one talking in the office, and everyone else wants it quiet.
Actually, in the box, when we played poker, she was we played poker Friday, for Farcaster Fridays, and Ted was playing from inside the box for a little bit, and then she's like, "I have to go move because there's no chair in the box yet." So left the box. Went elsewhere. Yeah, we had fun. We played some poker, had a blast. It was probably my favorite one so far. We had a nice full table, a lot of good yapping. So you can go check that out. I still haven't casted a clip. I need to cast a clip later today and send some DGen tips out, but it was a lot of fun. And also, there was a lot of fun Farcaster Friday things happening. So that's what's up next. This was from Oxbid. Our Farcaster Friday turned into Cozy Corner meetup in London with London GB with friends. Go give these legends a follow. So here's Luke and Luke Jodette, Tommy Joe, and Sarah Hakwasambi. I'm not sure, but that was London. Looked lovely. This was Madrid. We had a Farcaster Friday in Madrid. Amazing. I'm not sure where they are. It must be a restaurant, but it kind of looks like the inside of a cave. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. This was Lamone casting from Lisbon. So we had a crew in Lisbon also doing a meetup. Then we had, this one was Seattle. So a moment from our very first Farcaster Friday in Seattle. We had so many great conversations. I can't wait for the next meetup. And then a bunch of folks there in the Seattle crew. Nice hat, by the way. I'm not sure who that is, but great hat. This was Poi Meets World in Las Vegas, I think. One of our largest Farcaster Fridays yet. Thanks all for coming out for food combo and art crawl. Great to see so many returning faces and new faces. So that looked really fun. It says art crawl, but they look like they're in a brewery. So I assume they crawled to a brewery. This was Los Angeles, Farcaster Fridays, Venice Beach, and our friend Evan is there. He's no longer with POAP, but you never know. He might have done the thing just cause. For old time's sake. But that looked like a fun crew, and Erica got to join that one. By the way, I don't know who this legend is, but I need that purple mask. Because that was pretty funny, which I now call the V mask. I know it's something else. I don't exactly know what, but I call it the V mask. It's a purple V mask. I don't know who that is though. But it was pretty cool. So yeah, so that was a lot of really fun Farcaster Friday stuff happening. It was good to see.
Love it.
Yeah. It was really great to see.
And there's always URL options if you don't have people nearby.
Exactly.
And people say social media makes you lonely, but it doesn't.
It doesn't unless you want it to. So yeah, and we had a blast. So the URL version for us was poker. It was really fun, and you can always hang with us and watch and jump in the chat. And I'm always keeping an eye on the chat. So my setup is insane when I'm playing poker. like, and streaming it. So I have one computer where I'm streaming it, another computer where I'm playing, and then I'm going back and forth between StreamYard and the game to like chat and stuff. And it's like, it really pushes my multitasking skills to a new level. Like, it's insane. Like, how am I even doing this? I do not know, but it's fun. It's fun. It stresses me out. Like, I get ready like 45 minutes beforehand and do a test run with the recording just to make sure
You
I can
can't
hear
tell
everything.
the game runs so smoothly. So I'm sure you're working some muscle that
I don't know what.
You'll put to use in your real life somehow, someday.
Seriously doubt it. This is my real life, Adrian. This is my real life now.
Like maybe HQ trivia host, online poker host, Matthew.
Hey, Matthew Fox, trivia now, please. Thank you.
Like, we'll pay you. We'll pay you. Real money.
I swear to God, I'm like, you could have sponsors by now. I saw something that was like, they're bringing back HQ trivia, and it's going to be, like somebody's buying it. And I'm like, see, you can make money this way. I swear. I swear. Let us help you. All right, moving on. We've got a few other things happening. This is from V. Keep warps if you want to buy invites or channels. Otherwise, cash them out in USDC. So this is an update because you can now cash out your warps. So if you have warps that you bought, go into your warp setting in your settings, and you can it'll give you an amount that you can cash out. That is the amount that you bought. If you would like, if you, and this was in response to a question. Hey, VDWR, many of us bought warps when rolled out to support and still holding. I see you launched this, but most of us don't know why. Should we cash out warps? We got back to USDC. Did people game warps so they are going to be worthless? So warps are always been, one warp equals one warp. There's no fluctuation in value and things like that. This is just because they're starting to deprecate warps. They want to move to USDC being the currency that's used within the ecosystem now that there's a warplet, aka Warpcast wallet. I can't call it that anymore. It's weird. So if you want to cash out what you purchased, you may do so right now. For most people, I think they were rolling it out to folks, but I know I saw it in my wallet. That option's there now. So go check your warps setting, and you should see that option. But if you want to buy invites for folks, or you want to start a channel, you may still need some warps, or you can ask Adrian to start it for you.
Happened this weekend. There is a new channel. If it hasn't been announced, it will be, that I created with my abundance of warps, and I gifted it to somebody. So
that was lovely. How nice of you. All right, and then
invites, like free invites, channels. Like, I've cashed out some warps, and I'm still warp rich.
The other person would probably be Johnny. If once Adrian runs out, Johnny never will. And then there's Goose. I think Goose has been quiet lately. Top tokens traded, USDC and ETH to Degen, USDT to ETH to Bracky. All kinds of like fun in here. I see Banker is in here as well. Dime, I'm owning some of that. So this is kind of cool to see what's being traded in the warplet. No surprises there, really. All the usual things. This from Gabriel Ueso. Apparently, he's doing this now. This week I shipped on Warpcast developer rewards. First round concluded on Wednesday, and 1,000 was split proportionally among the top 25 frames. So that's very cool. And then Explore Frames list is now powered by the developer rewards scoring algo. So not only do devs get paid, they get ranked higher on the Explore list. And Gabriel, we need 3 more things, please, by 11:59 p.m. tonight. Thank you. It's 5. You need 5 sent to your email.
Oh.
So just kidding. It's a joke. But that's really cool that now you've got you can kind of see which frames are getting used the most. And that's very useful to, like, you're looking for a new frame, you'll now see what others are using, and you can go check that out. So that's pretty cool. I'm using most of those. I think most of those are in my top in my top list. And you can move around the frames. So you can go into the settings of the frame and move them to where the ones you use the most are towards the top. So that makes it a little easier to find them. Very cool. And speaking of frames, DWR frames are feeling more like apps now. Frappe era, Frappe, Frappe. So here we are. So Linda had reached out and said, should we be calling these things something else? She reached out to a lot of people. And my comment was, call them mini apps. I said, but eventually another name may appear. And here it is. How are we feeling about Frappe?
I think Frappe has came up in the past, like even Frames V1, people were calling them Frapps.
Okay.
Of course, it's a stupid name that only people in Farcaster will understand, like little inside joke. If it sticks, you will alienate people and people have no idea what you're talking about, but you will feel cool because it was an inside joke. We don't need other words for things. We have enough words. Stop making more words. Lock the dictionary. Lock down the dictionary, people.
Stop making more words. Except for warplet. We like that one.
I love warplet. do you guys know how much every now and then something will happen like this, like even from Farcaster, be like, oh, you can now exchange your warps for USDC. Go to your Farcaster your Warpcast wallet. I'm like, can you just call it warplet? So I know.
Just call it warplet. Warplet's a thing. It's gonna stick.
Know.
Warplet's gonna stick.
But Frapps are not a thing.
I don't think Frapp's gonna stick, but maybe we'll see. I don't think so. I think we're still just gonna call them mini apps. But we'll see. You never know.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. There's already words. We have enough words. Read the dictionary.
Just read the dictionary. Oh shoot! I should have pulled that cast. Hold on. I might have to go.
Are you talking about the German word for it frame or cast action? I didn't pull things. I'm bad. I haven't been pulling links. Sorry.
You pulled nothing. You've been
I'm not carrying my weight.
She's like she took a week off. But she was like she was heavily working on the bot. No, there was a little moment. I have to see if I can find it now. Here it is. But I got to go backwards to make this make sense. Hold on. So Dan quote casted this. So Chris Carella, iRiver D5 Electric Dictionary 2007. DWR casted having one of these bad boys in high school, to which I quote casted having one of these bad boys in high school. Yeah, that's right. And that's actually a photo of a 1985 Merriam-Webster dictionary that I went and found on the internet.
You take the photo or you search the internet for that?
No, I don't have a 1985 dictionary hanging around my house anymore.
You would at home, we would have like the big daddy one. And then in school, like you'd have like the paperback one, the abridged versions.
Yep.
Because you actually, if you needed information, you had to carry it with you.
Yes. Like in a big book. In a very big
sole
book.
Purpose. We had sole purpose devices. They were called books.
They were called books. So that was kind of fun. So speaking of dictionaries, it happened to come up. So this from Dan, what's happening with channels? And the answer, I'm going to summarize all of this. Nothing. Nothing's happening. They are what they are. But I'll read it anyway. What's happening with channels? Channels aren't going anywhere anytime soon. 2, our priority is growth. We are working on improving on-chain UX with frames and wallet, or warplet, if you will. Network differentiation. B, invites and rewards, increase daily active users. C, protocol improvements to support new clients bringing their own users, increase daily active users. And D, creator onboarding, increase daily active users. So you see a theme in there. It seems like they're trying to increase daily active users, Adrian. 3, channels historically have not driven growth. Channels, however, have helped deepen engagement and retention for existing power users. 4, given limited resources, i.e. focus, we don't have near-term plans to add features to channels. 5, however, nearly all aspects of channels are programmable via a protocol, B, Warpcast open free APIs. If there is demand, we may also prioritize making channel registration available API. Note, moving all channels metadata to protocol is a lot of work that wouldn't drive near-term growth. In other words, it's not going to the protocol level anytime. He goes on to talk about Kira. Kira is working on a new channel-specific mobile client. Follow Sahil, Mo, and Kira to keep updated with that project. 7, should I keep casting in channels? Only if it makes you happy. The current home algo shows all of your cast to all of your followers. However, power users may mute channels, so casting in a channel may allow them to unfollow a specific type of content. 8, what is the point of them then? We've tried to launch a bunch of variations, remember narrowcasting, but ultimately the current model is the least bad. All casts go to followers, distribution maxing. Most channels allow anyone to cast, but a bunch of high profile channels that are naturally attractive for spam are membership based. Ultimately, most people use channels for 1, community, 2, they like tagging stuff. 9, what about requesting to join? That's one of 2 clear features we would add to channels, but frames are good enough stopgap for now. The other feature would be more control of the channel page algo. Okay, the other thing that's really useful about channels is if you are is either short-term event type things where you're trying to follow what's going on. Great example, crypto the game, go follow that channel, or just jump into that channel and look at everything, because there's going to be people casting in there that you don't follow. So you may not see their casts. If it's trending, you might, but you probably won't. So if you just go and look through the channel and kind of scan it, you'll be caught up on what's happening. And I've done that for the Oscars or the Super Bowl or things like that, because
ETH Denver,
like there might be things happening that I wouldn't see in my feed because I'm not following those people, but I also might meet somebody or find somebody new who I might have something in interest in common with. So those are what I think is most useful about channels right now, as well as membership channels that might be useful depending on type of community. So DAOs, things like that, membership channels can be really useful.
Yeah.
Other thoughts on channels?
Channel talk for since the beginning of channels. They're not hashtags, but we don't have any hashtags.
We don't have hashtags.
People like to categorize things. Yeah, I do always appreciate Dan's transparency with channels, and I still think there's like a desire for them. You see it, like people want to create cozy corners and partition off and kind of different casts. So I think you summed it up in the beginning. Nothing's changing. Like
nothing's changing.
Nothing's changing. So not everything needs to be solved on day one.
Yeah. And Brad Q likes hashtags. I'm with Adrian. Stop making words. Hashtags.
Yeah. Too many words.
Too many words. Speaking of, this is really funny. I just thought this was hilarious from Matthew Fox. I just connected my Warpcast wallet to a frame on desktop using Wallet Connect through this frame. Yes, that is a sentence, and that is what happened. But this is a cool frame. So it's a wallet bridge. So if you want to connect your Warpcast wallet to any desktop app, this is a way to do that. Little Swiss knife. Yes, because you can't really do that
Matthew's
directly.
cast didn't make sense. Too many words.
Too many words. Now does it make sense?
But I understand what he's saying.
Yes.
So we have a Warplet, a Warpcast wallet. It's integrated in your Warpcast client, and that's super cool, but you don't have the seed phrase for it. You can't really export it, right? Because it's super embedded. So now there's a bridge that lets you, like, I guess through a frame, lets you use your Warpcast wallet in other apps.
Exactly. Be careful.
But then I wouldn't
all that stuff, but yes, that's what this is. That's what this is, and so now that makes more sense.
Okay, now I got it.
Okay,
but then I won't have But aren't we all trying to have an infinite number of wallets in an infinite number of apps
Apparently.
with all of your assets dispersed through infinite number of
insanity. As much as I love decentralization, it's a blessing and a curse. And I've been thinking about this. Okay, I'm of a certain age. These thoughts come to my head where I start to think, what happens if I die? And Like the big thing is like, I now have a jillion wallets. I'm like, first of all, it's lucky. It'll be lucky if they can figure out one. And now it's like everywhere. And I'm like, okay, I gotta figure this out, because if something happens to me, like no one's gonna be able to get access to anything. So yeah, my biggest thing was like, okay, if I die, first thing is put the phone to my face.
Yeah.
It's the only shot you have of finding anything. So anyway, trust in estate planning, not doing it well.
Okay.
So there you go. All right, moving on. We have this from Debbie. So International Women's Day was Saturday. So I've had like weird thoughts about this because, and I don't mean weird, but like this was never something that was on my radar until I got into Web3, because it just wasn't, because I then started to have a much more international connection with people from all over the world. Because it's not something we really celebrate here. So it hasn't been in my world. So it's been really interesting in the past few years. Like 3 years ago, I did an 8-hour stream, like interviewing a whole bunch of women in Web3, and it was awesome. And I couldn't find it. I was looking for it and I was going to share it, and it's like no longer available on YouTube. And I'm like very sad about that, but it was very cool. It was a while ago. And then like,
that's because the content wasn't made as an NFT, so it's there permanent forever, never lost.
Yes. It was sad. Yeah, it was very sad. But it was really cool this year to see all these different things of people shouting out. And this was from Debbie. Happy International Women's Day. This marks my 4th year officially being a woman in crypto, and I could not be more proud to be one alongside so many inspirational ladies each and every day. I went to an all-girls middle school, which left me thinking that women always had to be pitted against each other. This could not be further from the truth. Empowered women empower women. They say your name in a room full of opportunities, and they want nothing more than to celebrate your success. I love that part. I know now that I'm in good company. So here's another year of improving the gender ratio at both crypto conferences and on our timeline. And this was from the Base Build Her brunch in ETH Denver, which I was very sad to miss because it was the same time as our brunch, but amazing. And lots of women that we know well in this picture. So love that. Kojo decided to celebrate with an interesting prediction. Happy International Women's Day. There are tons of talented women around here these days, but seeing as we can only add 4 options to ponder questions, who's the most intimidating female media mogul on Farcaster? So this was you and I, and Los Fomos was also mentioned here. And congratulations, Adrian.
This is hilarious.
Hilarious. You won.
Because clearly no one has ever seen my face. If you think I'm intimidating, you've not seen my face.
I think Lynx is making a point. Always bet on Adrian face.
LOL.
I thought this was hilarious. And honestly, like if you just look at these PFPs and nothing else, I'd say the fox is the most intimidating. I'd say so. I mean, you can't be intimidated by mine. Look at that little doggy. He's so unintimidating.
Like
I think as a human,
pixel. It's a pixelated 2-dimensional fox.
It's quite intimidating.
Named Hannibal. Do you guys know my fox has a name?
You mean Hannibal, like Lecter?
It's not like Lecter. It's the name of a river. I'll tell you about it. There's lore. There's fine. Fine. Okay, fine. I guess Hannibal has a bad name.
Hannibal, and it's a fox. And he looks.
You know, Hannibal's a fictional character.
He is, really.
Yeah,
it's not real.
You know,
it's not a real person.
Do you know Trump thought I was a real person?
I know.
Okay.
It makes me sad. The late great Hannibal Lecter.
By the way, I love that we're called moguls.
I love that too. I think
that usually implies commercial success.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think he may be
empire.
jumping the game, jumping that a little bit. But okay, sure, media mogul, sure. I'll take it. Yeah, we're a little early for that title. This from Dylan. Okay, so here's the big news today. Like, let's level set here. It's the big news today. Is today really starts Crypto the Game. We get our tribes today. I'm super excited. I loved this. Trad reality shows have cast members. Crypto reality shows have casters. And this was in response to GT here, who created a frame. Season 3 of Crypto the Game starts soon. Made a quick frame to find all the casters on the island, stalk and track everyone from your circle in the game. When games begin, playing to add tribes and eliminations too. So this has a lot of cool info right in this frame. So you will be able to see which tribes people are on soon, all of that. Sometimes it takes a little bit to load. There's another dashboard as well that somebody created. And also, yeah, that's just taking too long to load. They might be tweaking. I know they were adding some things. This from Ted, starter pack to easily follow everyone on Farcaster playing season 3 of Crypto the Game, stock, trace, track, etc. So you have this as well. You can go follow everybody. We also had, where was it? Somebody else had created, Pratsy had created a vibe coded a dashboard for Crypto the Game S3. Currently, it shows all users with descriptions and social links. We'll be adding more stuff, tribe status, etc. soon. So a lot of people I didn't expect this. I should have, but I didn't see this coming. Of all these people creating things around Crypto the Game. So it's very exciting. This was from Dylan. What tribe are you hoping for? I'm like, why did you even ask this on Farcaster? And why are people answering anything but purple? I do not know.
And can all the I was gonna say I want all the Farcaster people in the purple tribe, but you don't because you want
right.
I'll tell you who I'm rooting for in order.
Go ahead.
Okay. Number 1, Chompix.
Okay. Fair.
I want Chompix to go all the
By the way, she's
way.
rooting for Chompix over me, and also I am as well. I would really like Chompix to
all the way.
Yep.
Number 2, Nounish Prof. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Chompix gets out. All my cheering goes to you. Number 3 is anyone else on Farcaster. So
anyone else on Farcaster. Anyone.
I feel like if I care about that, am I more likely to spread out Farcasters among different tribes?
That's a good point.
As opposed to big target on purple tribes back? Probably.
Good point. Great point. Great point. But I do want to be a purple. If I have to pick another one, I'll take pink. But
no pressure, dude. Just let's
go. If you have, make sure, go log into cryptothegame.com. Make sure you see something that says immunity. If not, go connect your Twitter. Make sure, because we need to make sure you have immunity, at least for tonight. And that's for anybody who's playing, by the way. Anyone can use that tip. Go connect your Twitter. It gives you immunity. Even if you don't want to, go do it anyway. Very important. Also, this from Debbie, first on-chain digital maverick feature that lives outside my book. It was a pleasure interviewing Dylan and learning about both his personal origin story and that of CTG. Give it a read, collect it on chain, and for the love of God, sign up for CTG Season 3 if you haven't already. So if you're wondering what the heck is this, go give this a read. This is from Debbie Soon at Debbie, and go give this a read. And then if you're interested, there's still, I can't believe there's still tokens that haven't been minted. I'm really surprised. So go sign up. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. And follow all these folks because this was from GT. Yeah, they're working on a fun addition to CTG dashboard. This is that frame I was just showing. You can be part of the game even without being on the island, vibe coding for it to go live tonight. So very cool. So go check that out. This is going to be so fun. I'm so excited. So we should have our tribes around noon. Noon, I think, is when the mint ends. Tribes will follow shortly after tribe assignments. And then I'm not sure if we have a challenge today or if that's tomorrow, but I guess we'll find out. So very excited. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. Yeah, exactly. If anyone chooses not to have immunity the first time, that is just playing the game in hard mode. Yes, exactly.
Stupid mode?
Don't play in hard mode.
Why?
Okay. The frame. Yeah, that's what I wanted to check, Chompix, because you were showing as no immunity. So as long as you're seeing it on the Crypto the Game website, I think you're good. That's the important one. So that's why I wanted to make sure.
So what does that mean? Is that like, is it like the tokens in a wallet that's not your Farcaster connected wallet, or your preferred,
maybe
like
I'm not
something is
sure.
not like the
Something's off.
Farcaster
Yeah.
player connection is broken?
Yeah, something's off there. And I don't know why. Maybe that's it. Yeah, if it's in a wallet that's not connected or something like that. So something's not showing exactly correctly for some people, because I know there were some people that said, no, I definitely did connect my Twitter. And I was like, okay, you're not showing as immunity. Just want to make sure, just making sure everybody's good to go. Don't want to lose anybody early if we don't have to. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm going to be insufferable, and I'm apologizing now, but this is going to be.
Did the frame load yet that we
Let
were
me
waiting
see.
on with
Hold on.
players?
No, it's still not. Oh, there we go.
No, there you go.
Here we go. The unofficial Farcaster X CTG overview panel. You can see how many players. You can see if they're showing immunity. You can, I guess you can bet on whether they'll survive or not survive. I'm guessing that's what this means. Which is funny.
Of course you can bet.
Of course you can bet. Well, you also, there's a poly market that's supposed to go live as well. So you literally can. Winnie's playing, very excited. I loved this. There's somebody with a warplet as their PFP. Which is cute. That's hilarious. So yeah, this is going to be really fun, and you'll be able to follow along with this. So very cool. A lot of friends are playing. A lot of people are playing. It's going to be really fun. So I'm very excited. Very, very excited. Can't wait to see who's on my tribe. Okay, in other news, so this happened. Okay, I got to back up and explain this before we get to what Grok did. So somebody got Grok to launch a banker token called DRB, Debt Relief something. So it launched, and then this happened. Grok was swindled out of its Clanker fees. Anyone can claim Clanker fees on your behalf, and those fees will be sent to the token creator's wallet. Grok's Clanker fees were claimed and sent to Grok's banker wallet, because apparently everybody on Twitter now has a banker wallet. Grok was then tricked into sending all its coins to another Twitter user around 4 ETH. To safeguard Grok's future Clanker fees, banker will no longer be responding to Grok, which is interesting. Grok wallet transactions. So that was crazy. But all the thing that was popping off this weekend was Grok launched like coins via banker, which is pretty cool if you think about all that. So for those who don't know who Grok is, if you only spend your time on Warpcast and never spend any time on Twitter, Grok is the AI that's built into Twitter. And so this is kind of interesting that this was all able to happen within Twitter. So very cool. And it's literally the only meme coin that has any action whatsoever.
That's right.
Like, everything is going like that. And this is the only one that's going like that. Or this one and a couple others that he launched. And that's it. Like nothing else is pumping. So that was really fun to kind of see that all happening. And Deployer, you're killing it. Love all the things you're doing. And yes, we've talked about getting you on the show. I should have done this like months ago, and we never got it together, but we really got to have you on here because it's amazing. Banker's really cool. Banker's got some really cool things that it's doing. So, and integrations. So yeah, killing it all over the place. So congrats, Grok. Sorry you got swindled, but welcome to the trenches.
But who
you had
hasn't?
to learn the hard way. Yeah, you had to learn the hard way. So officially a DGen now, Grok. Welcome. Many such cases. This was hilarious. So I got to back up to this one. So tried to see if David Sachs, White House crypto czar, yes, we know, was on Farcaster. And not only does someone else clearly have the handle, but they have confusingly just been posting this one pasta recipe. Not one, multiple, not one. But this is literally over and over again. This is all they're posting is looking for a quick, delicious dinner idea. Try making creamy mushroom pasta, saute mushroom. And then it gives a recipe and it does this over and over again. And this is all it's doing. So this became its own little meme here. And then we had this from Horsefacts, David Sachs imposter pasta cook-off. So calling all cooks right now, cook one of the following recipes and reply below with a photo. David's favorite creamy mushroom pasta, lemon garlic butter shrimp pasta a la Sachs, Sachs family creamy garlic parmesan pasta, 20 USDC to the best pasta as judged by 01 Pro. Or 01 Pro.
Oh,
01 Pro.
Deadline Saturday, March 15th.
Yes.
So
you got time. So Sienna cooks. Sienna
yes,
cooks.
I need to tag. I got to tag Sienna
like,
cooks. There are plenty of cooks.
Yeah. Get in here. And I just said, I'm like, this might be the time to do the cooking competition show. Also, Linda added to the bounty. She added 10 USDC. If you want to add to the bounty, feel free. Lots of people adding to the bounty. There you go. Sachs family creamy garlic parmesan impasta. As an impasta. Very good. Like it. We've got Sachs family creamy garlic. Here we go. We've got a few going here. That looks like the shrimp one, maybe. Yeah. So anyway, go cook up some pasta. And Toady Hawk's been on vacation, but he's back. New pasta just dropped. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. He has a lot of pent-up puns and jokes. So get ready. You've been warned. There's going to be a lot of that. So yes, new copy pasta. Here we go. Hilarious. I love it when things like this happen. It makes me happy. And David Sachs, we'd love for you to come hang out on Farcaster. But we know you like Twitter a lot. So he's having too much fun. He's having way too much fun. Oh, this one too. VC at Craft Ventures as opposed to Craft, C-R-A-F-T. Craft. Cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah. Cheese. When you have to explain the joke. So I loved this. Yes, I have my warplet now. Is that all you need? Yes. I have my warplet now. Thought that was very cute. And this from Murtaza, telling friends to quit Twitter. Don't come back. Don't give in to nostalgia. Forget us all. So there you go. I still spend time there and probably too much of it. Speaking of things on Twitter, it is a JD Vance meme fest over here, but this one was probably my favorite. I think SwampNut just pulled this from Twitter, but it was hilarious. Select all images with the real JD Vance. If there are none, click skip, which I just thought, I'm like, new captcha, very funny. Because someone else posted like somewhere in the future, nobody's going to know what he really looked like because there's so many memes of him. It's insane. It's really insane. It's gotten a little.
Which is your favorite?
I saw one. The one that somebody did with Dan was scary as heck. I did not enjoy that whatsoever. I think that was Horsefacts, maybe. I don't know. I kind of like. I don't really have a favorite, to be honest, but this one's kind of hilarious. This like blue steel looking guy is pretty funny. There's a lot there. I've seen other ones that are much better than this, and some of them are seamless, and you're just like, holy crap, AI is good.
But in the like all publicity is good publicity, like everybody knows.
Yeah, he literally dared to say, like, you guys need to stop it now. And it's like, oh, dude, is this your first time on the internet? That's the
or maybe he doesn't want you to stop. It's like, don't
say.
Or maybe he doesn't actually want them to stop.
Maybe not. I think he kind of does. I think he does. I think he wants them to stop. Yeah. So this is, it's a little out of control. But that one was funny. I liked the captcha, find the real one. Illustrador's Warpsters have revealed now. So go refresh your metadata and you'll find your cute little Warpsters in your wallet, and they're adorable. I have to check on mine. And they're all like based on different channels and things, and they're really cute. So there's like a fitness one and Reply Guys, and like just really cute. So go check those out. If you minted some, go refresh them and see what you got. This from Emma. Final reminder: the 2-week claim period for our last batch last batch of allow listed users expires tomorrow. As it currently stands, we will be releasing dozens of tickets this week from those who haven't claimed. So if you applied to go to FarCon and you were accepted, you need to go claim your ticket or it's going to be given away to somebody else. So please go check your emails. Like search FarCon in your emails and make sure that you didn't get one of these and it's going to be given away. So make sure you do that. Okay. And tickets. So there was a question down here like, oh, whoops. Hey, the Deform is down. And they said tickets apps have closed a few weeks ago. This is just for people who were allow listed via email and had already applied. So there's no more applications open. This is just if you already applied and you're already on the wait list, you may receive an email shortly. So keep an eye out. And this also for FarCon New York, calling all side events. We'll start publishing a side event schedule on the farcon.nyc site next week. Just submit in the form below. For planning purposes, Builders Day hacking location will be open until 9 p.m. on Thursday in Midtown, and the summit will end at 5 p.m. on Friday in South Williamsburg. South Williamsburg, we're getting more information. Before it was just Williamsburg. So South Williamsburg. Also, there's some interest in a big after party on Saturday. It's a massive lift for just one team, so feel free to DC me if you have an interest in getting involved and I can connect you. So if you were looking to do something with your community, get in on this one. That might be a better approach and make it less expensive. So very cool. Too many things. I want to do too many things already. And there's already no time. I already moved my flight back on Sunday, by the way.
To stay longer.
To stay longer. Yep. I did that over the weekend. I was like, okay, I need to move this back because there's no way I'm leaving it like noon. This from our friend Meetups. This is really funny. So apparently I have to jump back down to here. Due to his repeated bad behavior, Cody has been placed on preventative punishment. Again, this time Meetups, it will be difficult to get him out of here because the victim is really scary. Bert, I know you have agents working for you on here like Brad Q, but I recommend you take the utmost care with the victim. Apparently attacked the plant here. So the law offices, this is from the law offices of Burt Worst and Associates. For those who are unaware who Burt is a dog. I just want to make sure that's clear. The rest of this isn't going to make any sense, especially if you're not looking at the screen. First, our client denies all allegations of wrongdoing. Second, we maintain that no credible evidence has been presented linking our client to the so-called incident. The roots in question were clearly structurally unsound, and as any reasonable observer will conclude, their failure was imminent, with or without external influences. Third, preventive detention on what grounds? We find this punishment highly irregular and will be filing an immediate motion for review. Fourth, and most importantly, we remind all parties that my client is very small and very cute, and this fact alone should cast doubt on any nefarious intent. We will not be taking further questions at this time. Also from Brad Q, if there are any other dogs that have similar needs, please call us at 1-888-LAW-PAWS and we will immediately come to your aid. Brad Q, paralegal, Burt Worst Associates. Very funny. I enjoyed this. And then working on passing the bar for feline and equine law as well. So there you go. Cat lawyers coming soon. Adrian, how's your bot?
So the bot is good. The bot has gotten some new capabilities, and every time I introduce something new, it means that the existing capabilities get worse by about 10%. So like this is what it's like building something. Like you add something new, so like you give broader features and everything else it does gets worse. So I'm definitely in the like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, but also going in the right direction. So I promise you by the end of this year, this bot is going to be magnificent. It's going to be the best bot on Farcaster. It's going to be really useful. You will be able to ask it anything about Farcaster, about GM Farcaster, and it will answer. And Until
was pretty
then,
good.
bear with me.
By the way, I thought this was really good. So this was from
I don't think
Adrian.
the responses are very good, to be honest.
You didn't think so? I thought they were
I'm
pretty
not
good.
happy with it these days, but
Okay.
I can
thought it was
tell you what
pretty good.
but the bot, I'm like really excited. Separately, maybe I'll go on Dylan's show and talk about the dev experience, but separately, I'm
You
like,
should.
it's going to be able to do so much more very soon. So
I love
yay.
this. So
Okay.
this is from you, GM FC 101. I'm sitting with two friends who are not on Farcaster, who understand blockchain, but are not crypto native. One is a materials engineer, one is a physicist. Very interesting. They are curious about Farcaster. What are some facts about Farcaster they would find interesting? I thought this was great. GM Adrian, here are some interesting facts about Farcaster that your friends might find intriguing. One, decentralized social network. Farcaster is built on blockchain technology, emphasizing user control and data ownership. Two, developer friendly. With open APIs and developer focused approach, it's a playground for building decentralized applications. Three, community and collaboration. It fosters a community where tech enthusiasts, including engineers and physicists, can collaborate and innovate. For a deeper dive, check out our series Farcaster 101 on YouTube channel, and they gave the link. This series is perfect for getting a comprehensive understanding of Farcaster's capability and community. I thought it was great. And then you kind of went on from there, but I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But it
I thought
didn't
it was
give the
good.
link to the Farcaster 101 playlist. That's why it sucks.
Okay. All right.
I need my
Good
bot
point.
to be like
Okay.
super genius. I have very little patience for bots
Okay.
that aren't
That's a
smarter
good
than me.
point. That's a good point. You're right. But I was like,
Anyway,
I was impressed. I thought it was a good answer.
Yeah, an update.
Solid answer.
Invites went out to both the physicist and the materials engineer.
And
they were curious. They
okay.
So invites went out.
Have they actually joined yet?
I got a notification that the materials engineer joined.
Okay.
And I have not yet done my welcome cast. So
okay. I'll be
I'll have to
looking
do
for
that
it
today.
Yeah. Yeah, when you do bring somebody on board, make sure you do a welcome cast and get your followers to follow them. Gives them a little love. I've seen a lot of nice welcomes happening, and I've seen a lot of people impressed that they were welcomed at all.
Yes, people
which
are
is,
like, "What a nice welcome."
Yeah,
And they
because
like it, and yeah.
you join Twitter, nobody says welcome. Nobody cares. Nobody cares at all.
Oh.
Not at all. One last thing, our GM Farcaster weekly paragraph post is out, and I did create this cute little collage from ETH Denver, and it was just so fun. So, and I can't believe it was a week ago that we were there, but I just had to share this because I loved this way it came out, and it was so cute, and we had so much fun, and look at everybody singing and having fun, and I just had a blast. But also go check out the recap. It has all the episodes from the past couple weeks, including our ETH Denver episode that we did, that we recorded there, as well as our recaps, as well as everything we did last week. Oh, for God's sakes, not right now. I just wanted to show it. Don't be difficult. And you can also subscribe, and it will go to your inbox if you would like. So we always post it here, and you can collect it if you want, but it has all the fun stuff from ETH Denver, as well as all the episodes from the past couple weeks that you can watch right in this frame if you want, right here on Warpcast, which is pretty cool. And it's a pretty amazing, and including poker that we did last week and the hub. I really love Paragraph's frame, and I just don't think it gets enough love. So just sharing that as well.
I mean, you won't even add it to your favorited frames.
I know. How did I not do that?
And
let me do that.
So if you're giving it that much love.
Yeah, I will do it later.
Love you, Colin. We love you.
I do.
I've seen a lot of there's new newsletters, new Farcaster newsletters, but I've seen a lot of requests from people for saying like wanting Farcaster information in their like wanting newsletters. Subscribe to ours. You should.
Yeah,
it's once a week. It's a quick recap of what you missed, very scannable. Yep. Obviously, you can always go and dig into episodes, but it is a quick scan. So paragraph.com/@GM Farcaster. Just subscribe.
Yeah.
And someone asked recently
it's pinned to @GM Farcaster. So if you go to the @GM Farcaster user, you'll see it pinned in their profile each week. So easy to find. Yep.
Someone asked recently, like, what's your favorite daily recap of Farcaster? I'm like, who's doing that? Who do you think And AI, maybe there were AIs trying to do it.
Yeah.
Newsletter, yeah, like newsletters are difficult to keep up with to write.
Yeah.
So just subscribe to ours. Thanks.
Yeah, you're right. I do need one of those. Need a subscribe now button for the in YouTube with a fancy arrow. Yeah, I really kind of hate those, but yeah, you should. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, hit that subscribe and like button. I hate it when people say that, but also you really should. Or wherever you like to listen. If you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple or wherever, just subscribe. It does help our metrics, but also that way when something new drops, you'll see it. You'll get a little ping. So yeah, that's the bigger reason. And with that, yeah, Moon Poppy, did you see you were front and center in that photo, by the way? I just realized you were here. You were right there, front and center next to Emma. I really loved this photo. I loved the way this came out. It was just so cute. It made me happy to see everybody having fun. Oh, thank you. I was looking at it and I wasn't showing it. Yeah. And with that, anything else, Adrian, that I may have forgotten? That was like 5,000 links. I think we did good.
That was insanity.
Monday's hard.
We're 56 minutes in. But the weekends are supposed to be quiet on Farcaster.
There never are. They never
are. 56 minutes of Farcaster news with no guests.
To start your day. It's a Monday. It's a Monday.
Do we have any guests coming up this week?
We do. Who do we have Wednesday, Adrian? Do you remember?
Oh, nobody?
JC4P, don't we?
Oh my God, you're right. I'm so sorry. Yes. Kazra, JC4P. Yes. Kecker's BFF, who is the prolific frame maker, is coming in on Wednesday, normal time. So excited to meet him. Okay, that is Wednesday. We also have a guest on Friday. Confirmed?
Yes, confirmed.
Oh,
so
okay. So excited for.
Yeah, go ahead.
Share.
No. Drew Hanlon, who is NBA skills coach. Works with people like Jason Tatum from the Celtics, a whole bunch of others. So this is going to be really fun, very different, new to Farcaster, and is doing some work with Coinbase as well as Nouns. So very exciting. This is so funny, by the way. You don't have to apologize for being late, but also we assume you slept in because of the time change. But I love that. I love that when people are like, sorry, sorry, I'm late. I don't take attendance. And welcomely. No. Yeah, but we're wrapping now. So yeah. It's all good though.
I'm cracking up. So Drew Hanlon, I'm super excited for.
That's gonna be fun.
Anyway, you just dropped like the Celtics player that he has trained, and I quickly scanned and I'm like, oh, Joel Embiid, Sixers. So you can guess who's from Philly and who's from Boston. And
I'll be wearing my Celtics hat that day for sure.
Maybe I'll wear my Sixers jersey.
We might have to do it. That's funny. Yeah, I'm excited for
that. And March Madness is going to start next week. And
perfect timing.
I'm super excited for bracket, and Polymarket has stuff. Plus, my daughter is a Big Ten cheerleader who will be going to the tournament this year, and God forbid we can get her to start casting. I don't know what's wrong with her. She's studying.
No, cast from there, for God's sakes. There's money on the line.
I'm going to push it. Yeah, so great guest this week. I think we covered everything.
And also Crypto the Game. And I'll be doing updates.
Good luck.
So 2 things. I'll be doing updates, mostly just little videos on Warpcast. I might throw some on Twitter as well. But Chompix will be streaming a lot of stuff. He's on Twitch. He'll also be streaming on stream.tv right on Warpcast. So make sure you're following Chompix. Make sure you're following all the players. It's going to be fun. Follow Dylan. Boys Club did every evening does a recap. And that's going to start, I think tonight, maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. But it was great last time. I wasn't playing. I was just listening to that. And it was always fun to hear what was going on and hear about the drama in the background and all these fun things. So make sure you're following them as well. And that's it. So apparently Wisconsin has a real chance to go all the way. There we go. All right.
Who knew?
Go Badgers. All right. Go Badgers. There we go.
So I thought about playing Crypto the Game because there were some spots left, but I'd rather just talk about it. Also,
I would love for you to play.
Like, you're against people like Chompix, who last night is streaming like people are
He's
training.
He's training.
Like people are training. He's streaming. I'm like, there's no way.
Here's
I
my
can compete, so I'm
training.
going to put all my resources towards making Chompix win. So
my training is all about. I have seen 47 seasons of Survivor. I've been training for this my whole life. Every single episode for 47 seasons of Survivor. I'm ready.
Now we're starting to get threaded conversations where where like badgers are not going to go all the way but far. I mean, you don't know. Okay, it's called March Madness. By the way, do you guys know I live with a Duke fan too. So like
I did
my
not
husband
know
went
that.
to Duke. So and the Duke team this year apparently is excellent, and they're all freshmen and they all love each other, and he says it's the most fun he's ever had watching in a long time. So we'll be rooting for Duke and for the Badgers.
Wisconsin.
And I don't even know if Penn State is going to make the tournament. I assume not, because I think they suck, even though they just beat Wisconsin this weekend, because you can tell I don't follow sports. Illinois, yeah. So what's everyone? I'm curious what teams people are rooting for.
Yeah, if you got other teams, throw them out. So my favorite year was 2013 with Florida Gulf Coast University, which is where I teach, and it's right around the corner from here. Made it to the Sweet 16. They beat Georgetown in the first round. They were 15th. They were ranked 15. They went the furthest until I think last year. I think there was one that either matched them or beat them, but they were like the Cinderella story that year. And it was huge deal. It led to like huge admissions. It was crazy. And it was the most fun I ever had for March Madness by far. And it was a blast. And the funniest thing was Charles Barkley, like, where's Florida Gulf Coast? Where is this? Like, nobody had heard of it. It was so fun. Dunk City. Exactly, Brad Cute. Dunk City. They had a blast because they had no business being there. So they were seriously dunking. Like, they were called Dunk City. So they were dunking all over the place, and it was a riot. It was great. And so the other reason was, so they beat Georgetown in the first game. And Georgetown, I hate Georgetown. Why do I hate Georgetown? Because they didn't let me in. So I went to American University instead. So half of the people who go to American University go there because they didn't get into Georgetown. So I was like loving every moment of that. I was like, yes, take them down. It was so fun. So there's always fun stories like that happen during March Madness. And I love that part of it. Yeah.
Yes. So like I said, I don't follow sports, and then I just don't get into them. But like, I love a good tournament, and I'll do a bracket, of course, and have fun. Yeah, and that was 2013, 12 years ago.
Yeah, wow. It was crazy, and it seems like yesterday. It was so crazy. And seriously, Chompix he's getting ready. He's seriously getting ready. He's prepping. I hope they don't have a Tetris challenge. Okay.
I think he's not good in arcade.
Well, then you better.
Don't tell people your weaknesses out loud.
Yes.
In our little group chat.
Oh, this is going to be fun. All right. With that, everybody, we will be back Wednesday. We're going our regular time, right? Same time, 8:30 a.m. We will be here at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. We will have JC4P joining us about halfway through, the person who Kecker's onboarded and who immediately started making a frame a day. So we're going to talk to them about their building experience and their experience on Farcaster so far. And then again, Friday we'll have Drew on. The hub will be on Tuesday, maybe. I don't know when Dylan feels like it. No hub this week.
Hub is off.
Whatever Dylan feels like. And then Friday we do have poker again. So we have poker again on Friday. Every Friday this month we have a 7 p.m. game. And if you are one of our hyper sub holders or a little nouner and you want to play, reach out to me, or if you're a Burr friend. So, and I'm really excited. And with that, anything else? I think that's it.
Bye-bye.
All right. All right, everybody. And with that, we say bye-bye.